Passenger file number 005. Boarding time, 2:34 a.m. Status, picked up. This story comes from a long-haul truck driver named Mike, who had been driving across the Midwest for over 15 years. One rainy night around 2 a.m., he was on a remote stretch of highway. The rain was coming down hard, the wipers were working overtime, and visibility was terrible. He hadn't seen another vehicle for almost an hour. As he came around a long, gentle bend in the road, his headlights suddenly caught a figure standing on the shoulder. It was a young woman, completely soaked from the rain, wearing a white dress. She was holding her thumb out, hitchhiking in the pouring rain. Mike felt sorry for her standing out there in the heavy rain, so he slowed down and pulled his big rig over onto the shoulder. She climbed up into the passenger seat, dripping wet, and quietly thanked him. She said she was trying to get to the next town, about 30 miles away. At first, she seemed shy. She didn't say much. She just sat there, staring straight ahead through the windshield as the rain hammered against the truck. After a few minutes of silence, Mike tried to make conversation. He asked her name. She said her name was Emily. He asked where she was coming from. She told him she had been at a party with friends and needed to get home. The conversation stayed short and awkward. She seemed nervous and kept looking out the side window into the darkness. About 15 minutes later, Mike noticed she had gone completely silent. He glanced over to the passenger seat. It was empty. The seatbelt was still buckled. He slammed on the brakes and pulled the truck over onto the shoulder, heart racing, thinking she must have somehow jumped out while he was driving. He checked the entire cab, the sleeper berth, under the seats, behind the curtains, everywhere. There was no sign of her. No wet footprints, no damp seat. Nothing. Completely shaken, he sat there for several minutes trying to calm himself down before continuing to the next town. When he finally reached a gas station, he stopped to get some coffee and clear his head. He told the clerk what had just happened, how he had picked up a young woman named Emily in a white dress who had disappeared from his moving truck. The clerk's face went pale. He said, "You're not the first driver to pick her up on that stretch of road." 12 years earlier, a girl named Emily had been killed in a hit-and-run accident on that exact highway while walking home from a party late at night in a white dress. Ever since then, when it rains hard late at night, drivers on that road sometimes pick up a soaked young woman in a white dress hitchhiking on the side of the road. She always asks for a ride to the next town, and she always disappears before they get there. Mike never drives that route at night anymore. The train moves on, and some passengers are still trying to get home, even after they've been gone for years. Next stop, unknown.